Hey tribe. Ooh, I hope you can see me. This was hard to set up. I hope you're all having a great day. I got some feedback with my lunging form video and the bent over row video, so I've decided to continue with that and just kind of address some of these more common moves that you'll see throughout all of the workouts basically. And so today I'm going to talk to you about planking and push-ups, very similar. I'm going to talk to you about good form, about modifications, and some tools that you can use if needed, if you need them. Okay, so first up is plank, and I'm going to show you good form for planking and kneel planking. Okay, so this is for everyone. So first of all, I want to share or tell you that if you are going to be doing plank on your knees, to always first start on your toes. So set up your alignment in your toes and then drop down to your knees. So for your good plank form, you're going to want shoulders over your wrists, and you're going to want to take your legs long and straight, right? So you're very straight like a board. A lot of times we will see people kind of have a concave back. You're pulling your shoulder blades in, you're sinking down. So I want you to be strong in your shoulders, flat back, not up here for a plank, not down here for a plank, right here. Now this is a good time to video yourself or check your reflection in a mirror to make sure you have the right form, because you may think your body's doing one thing, but you'd be surprised when you actually see the video footage or the mirror footage. So if you are going to go down to a kneel plank on your knees, you're starting here and then you're dropping to your knees right here. So again, the alignment is shoulders over wrists, and your knees are long. Sometimes I'll see planking here like this, and this is really just more of a table. So your feet, your legs out strong, and from this strong position, then drop down to the knees. Your hands shoulder distance apart, wrists under shoulders. And then another thing I see a lot of, I tell myself, is when you're in this plank that we will even sometimes drop down into our shoulder blades. I don't know if you can see my shoulder blades sticking out, pulling the shoulders into the ears. So if you think of pressing the floor away from you, you see that big movement? So here we get tired, but if we're pressing the floor away from us like this, so think of your shoulders coming down away from your ears and really pressing the floor away from your chest. Then you're going to engage your shoulders and your lats, which is the muscle group that you're supposed to be using in a plank. For your push-ups, it's the same exact setup. You can take your hands wider than your shoulders. That's an easier push-up, so a wide push-up is easier. Standard push-up being hands just barely outside of the shoulders, in my opinion, just barely outside. I'll show you that this way. So this is your standard plank right here. And for me, a push-up is just slightly outside of that. So just slightly outside for a push-up here. And then a wide push-up, if you're really struggling with push-ups, super wide push-ups are a bit easier. Your goal with doing a push-up when you're first starting out is to get your chest to elbow height. So I'm just going to show you here on my knees because that's easier. So your standard push-ups, again, hands just outside the shoulders, and you're going to come down. Your elbows are going to flare out, and you're going to hopefully come about elbow distance with the shoulders. So here's your standard push-up, and then you're just going to take your hands just like barely out wider. So pretty wide, but then you're going to be able to go a deeper range of motion for your wide push-ups. Wide push-ups are easier. Now your tricep push-ups, those are going to be a narrow stance, hands under shoulders, and your elbows for a standard tricep push-up are going to go right back to the back of the room, in close by your shoulder blades. So this is your tricep push-up, and then here's your standard push-up. Elbows go out, and then another hand out for your wide push-ups. Your wide push-ups are going to focus more on your chest muscles, your standard push-ups more on your shoulders and your lats, and then your tricep push-ups, your triceps. So obviously here, I'll show you again this way. Your tricep push-ups, right under shoulders, shoulder blades or elbows right in close, tricep push-up. Your, I guess I should have done it this way. Your standard push-up, just barely outside your shoulders, and your elbows go out, and then your wide push-up even further, and again, working your chest muscles more. So again, those that form is the same for push-ups on toes and knees, and plank and toes and knees, always setting up on your toes, thinking of your back being in like a straight board. You also want to have your eyes down on the floor and pushing the floor away, so pushing your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Push-up stands are really great if you have troubles with your wrist. If you have a lot of wrist soreness, you can use these push-up stands. They come in all different kinds. You can probably get them at Walmart. The cool thing about push-up stands is it's going to help your wrists stay more in alignment, whereas a push-up, you know, your wrist is really, really bent. So the push-up stands will help you with keeping your wrists straight and just look the exact same. The other cool thing about push-up stands is you're going to be able to go further down into the push-up, so a deeper range of motion. So you can actually go past the point of chest height or whatever. I don't know that I would ever go that crazy. If you don't have push-up stands, if you don't want to invest in push-up stands, but you are having wrist issues, you can just use your dumbbells as push-up stands. So again, see how my wrist now is straight instead of this bent. It's just taking the pressure off your wrists, and you can do your push-ups with the dumbbells. Also is great if you're doing like a, what do they call them? Maker. Shaun T calls them something. Jericho calls them something. Meltdown maker maybe. Anyway, so those are some options for wrist pains, proper form for plank and push-ups. The other thing I wanted to say about that, I forgot. But anyway, hopefully these tips help. Let me know if there's a certain move that you're struggling with. Maybe I'll do side lunges next. I think that's one where I see some problems from myself, and curtsy lunges. But if you have a move that's causing you pain that you're not sure how to do, that you just want help with, let me know and I'm happy to help. Hope y'all have a great Thursday.